Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Safia Lorenza. Will told you about my experience at Eid Mubarak before. Okay, Eid Mubarak is the moment that we already excited to celebrate it, right? It's iconic with the togetherness, iconic with the echoing of takbir, and iconic of new clothes. Okay. I want to introduce myself before as a student and a worker. Of course, I'm quite busy and I don't have so much time to get my hometown because I'm living away from my home. I stay in Cikarang with my brother and my hometown is at Karawang. You know Karawang. I close with the Cigentis waterfall. That is the best iconic destination that people always visit when Eid Mubarak. Yeah. And then yes, as a worker, I told before, I have that tea off few days before the Eid Mubarak. Last day of work before I work at Friday, and then the Saturday I go to my hometown at Karawang. I prefer some stuff that my daily stuff, my some clothes, and of course new clothes for celebrate it. Of course, you know, Eid Mubarak is don't need to always have new clothes. As long as your clothes is clean, it's enough. But I always make an effort to buy some new clothes for celebrate the Eid Mubarak itself, because I rarely buy clothes. I just buy new clothes when Eid Mubarak, and I took that moment to buy new clothes itself. Okay. At Saturday, I go to my hometown. In the morning, I enjoy the scenery. I enjoy the fresh air, the lush, and the beautiful view along the road. Because I back to my village is minimal traffic, and of course, that's a unique experience. No unique experience. That's a new tragedy. I think it could be called as a tragedy because a bridge that connecting my village is broken, so we had to find or draw alternative road to arrive at my village. That's a village around the broken bridge, built a footbridge that I could use that footbridge to arrive at my home. It's quite scary because it's look not stable, you know. It's a footbridge that is thin and we need to wait with others to through that footbridge. That's quite long time to that bridge is to rebuild again, and we through that alternative bridge for now. And after through that footbridge, I took 1 hour, approximately 1 hour to arrive at my home. And after arrive, I meet with my mother. I greeting her and I surprise her with some stuff I bought before, such as snack and of course new clothes that I bought before. Okay, and then after that, I and my mom is prepared to buy iconic stuff in Eid Mubarak. You know where is that? Yes, it's a beef. My mom buy 2 kilograms of beef to cook rendang. And I also surprised when she told me she want to buy 2 kilograms of beef because it's quite too much beef to cook. But my mom said it's enough for us because we have quite a lot member of family. And then we make it to rendang. And of course, I always prefer opor ayam because it's feel lighter to eat than rendang. I prefer opor ayam, of course. And my mom, of course, made opor ayam and rendang. Opor ayam is special for me. And okay, after that, one day before Eid Mubarak itself, I and my mom choose to make homemade baked cookies without bakery. It's just a simple cookies. I and my mom choose to make akar kelapa and ketapang. It's traditional and it's easy to cook because it just need to fry the cookies and then voila, it's already to eat. Of course, for another cookies that's iconic with Eid Mubarak, we buy some stuff such as nastar. We buy it from the others because it's quite tricky to make it. Okay, that's my experience before Eid Mubarak. And when the day at Eid Mubarak, I and my mom performing prayer, and then there is the iconic trend on social media is to record that the leaf is stay or motionless. And I also amazed and look at around me, and yeah, it's stable. The leaf is stable or motionless. And then after that, after prayer, my mom and I go to the home again. And few hours after that, my family member is come together, and we gather to talk, to share experience, and to spend the cookies, of course. Okay, and then one iconic new trends on social media, it's prefer it meatball than rendang, and I and my family do it too because rendang is overwhelming smelling, and we need to choose another alternative to minimize that overwhelming smell. That is the meatball, and mie ayam is the best solution. Okay, and then I and my family member choose to buy bakso meatball and then mie ayam to eat together after we spend few hours to talk and to share. And as the young relative in my family, I received so many advice from my parents, from my uncle, from my aunt, from my sibling itself. And Eid Mubarak is always the best times to gain togetherness in the family member, and I always wait this moment because when we have the right time to together again. And then actually my experience, I never go anywhere when Eid Mubarak itself because my family visit to my parents' house. Then I just spend time with my cousin, with my aunt, with my sibling and others, just to talk and to sharing. You think maybe it's boring, but I, again, as a worker and a student, is really enjoy stay at home beside to go anywhere. There's when we go outside, not to mention the traffic, the tiredness. I think it's better to stay at home than going anywhere. That's why I just stay at home and just sharing my experience about togetherness in my family and new trends that I also include or intriguing with that trends too. And Eid Mubarak always give deep messages for us that at Eid Mubarak we self-reflecting and we understanding and make ourselves time, or not make ourselves time, I mean make ourselves to remember again what's the really matter of life is about the family and our trust to God. And yes, Eid Mubarak always give another meaning and message to us. I think it's all about my experience. I'm so sorry if that's not just related with Eid Mubarak itself, but yeah, that's my personal experience at Eid Mubarak before. I really enjoy that, and I hope you can understand my message. Thank you for your nice attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.